the man tied his family to the couch, blindfolded himself, and began spinning in circles. That day, the man's son suddenly became paralyzed. The man immediately rushed his son to the hospital for a full checkup, but the results came back normal. Then a young boy came to visit him in the hospital and delivered some shocking news. The man's son wasn't sick, he was cursed by the man. It all started because the man was a doctor. On the day he performed surgery on the boy's father, he'd been drinking, which caused the surgery to fail. The boy believed the man killed his father, so now the man had to kill one of his own family members. That's the only way to make things right. If he didn't act, his entire family would get sick and die. The first stage of the illness was paralysis in the legs. The second stage was refusing to eat. The third stage was bleeding from the eyes. Once the eyes started bleeding, there would only be a few days left to live. The man returned to his son's hospital room and found that his son wouldn't even eat his favorite donuts. Then his daughter suddenly became paralyzed while practicing with the choir. She was rushed to the hospital. The man tried to feed her fruit, but no matter how hard he tried, she couldn't swallow. From then on, the family began trying to win the man's favor to stay alive. The son cut his hair to the length the man liked. The daughter pretended in front of him, saying how much she loved the family, hoping he'd sacrifice himself. The wife wore the man's favorite dress and told him she was the most important one. The man couldn't decide between his loved ones. He was in agony, but his son's eyes had already started bleeding. He knew time was running out, so he tied his family to the couch and let fate decide who would live and who would die.